It's the Pink Coach here with your Pink Pondering Talk of the Day, live from Isla Mujeres, Mexico. And behind me is Cala de Verano, our very favorite guest house that we've been staying at for many, many years. And 20 years ago, this was a hole in the ground, and it was built from the ground up. And I want to introduce you to the amazing owner, and she's going to give us some secrets to her success over the last 20 years and how she survived as a female entrepreneur in business, and she's just about to retire. Come on in, let's go meet her. Viewers, welcome. And the video that you just saw of this beautiful building, now we are inside in the apartment that we rented for our stay on this trip. And I want to introduce you to the amazing owner and our dear, dear friend Teresa, who is the owner and operator of Cala de Verano. So I'm so excited that you agreed to do this for us.
I'm so excited too.
And for all of our listeners and everyone tuning in on social media. So tell the listeners a little bit about when you got started. When did you open the business?
Well, we started about 20 years ago.
20 years, yeah.
Yes, we moved from Mexico City to Cancun, and then from Cancun to Isla Mujeres, which we love. We think it's a beautiful place. And we were very lucky to find this piece of land. We built this building from the ground up.
Yeah.
And then we've been working on it for 20 years.
Wow. And now you're heading into retirement.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm really happy. It's a bittersweet sensation because this has been our occupation, our life for 20 years.
Right.
And we have enjoyed it very much.
Right.
Yes.
And I always say to my clients that no matter where you are in the world, being an entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur, we all have the same feelings. So tell our listeners a little bit about your journey and maybe some of the challenges that you had setting up the business and maybe how you overcame them.
Well, to begin with, it has been a project for both my husband and I, so I cannot take full credit for everything.
Of course.
But I have been the one to run it,
right?
To take care of it, and I really enjoy meeting people, taking care of them, and well, that's.
You do a very good job of that.
Oh, thank you.
You do an amazing job. I would say. You know, we always talk about being service obsessed and given an amazing customer experience, and this is the pinnacle of that, down to even the toilet paper and the Kleenex that smells so beautiful and fresh. And you really do and have done a great job of taking care of your customers over the years. We've been repeat customers, and you know how to do a good job. So what message would you have for women in business hearing this today? You're exiting in retirement, but a lot of women are still getting started and having issues with their mindset around money and can they make it? What words of wisdom would you have for them?
I would think that someone starting in a business should have their goals very clear.
Goals clear, yeah. Okay.
Because sometimes we all get ideas, grand ideas sometimes, but they are not very practical.
Right.
I think we should combine ideas and my ability.
Yes.
To do something to make a project successful.
Right.
Because there are always going to be problems. There are always going to be bad decisions.
Right.
There are always going to be competition.
Yes, competition.
But we learn from our mistakes.
Right.
So learning from our mistakes makes the mistakes good.
Right.
Because otherwise you don't get the experience.
No, absolutely. So goal setting, I call that bright shiny object syndrome. We want to focus on one thing, then we've got this idea over here, this idea, but the idea of taking it into a plan and just sticking to your focus. Well, thank you. Any other last words of wisdom as you go into retirement? We're so happy to be here with you again. We were actually the last guests that were checked in here, so I'm going to miss this place, but we have a lifelong friendship. So any lasting words of wisdom as you exit into the wonderful world of retirement?
Oh, well, just be yourself.
Be yourself,
Be yourself, pay attention to details.
Yes, attention
Small
to detail.
details can go a long way, as you reminded me.
Yes.
A red teapot.
Yes, the red teapot story.
Yes. And, well, if you're honest about what you do and you like what you do, you're going to be successful.
Oh, I love it.
You're going to find pitches, you're going to find step backs, but you can overcome all that.
Right.
Especially young people that have all the time ahead.
Yes.
Not to be discouraged because something goes wrong and then now I'm going to try something new. If that's your idea, if that's what you love to do, stick to it.
Stick to it. Yeah, love it. Well, I'm going to miss you. Hugs, and thank you for doing this today.
Oh, thank you.
Love you.